Hi everyone, in the last part about Quadra V-Tech assembly from Cyberpunk 2077, I've made a compound bumper. In this part I'll continue working with the front of the car and will make all the air intake openings in the hood. The hood looks quite elementary and boring without them, but I'm gonna fix it. I took the original 3D model of the air intake and printed it on 3D printer. The process took very long time. One half was producing for about 8 or 10 hours. Moreover, they got separated from the table surface a couple of times, so I had to reprint them. As a result, we've got these perfect copies of the original air intakes. All the printing defects are gonna be removed with a polyester putty. The easiest way to refine the details is to make it separately. After preparing the surface, I glued them together. I removed the seam and primed the details. Now we need to cut out the slots in the hood for the future air intakes. The holes were made exactly above the edge of the mounting plate. That made me wonder whether it makes sense to make the working version of the air intakes or to make them just for decoration. Those air intakes fully transformed the appearance of the hood, so it looks much more harmonious now. Since the hood and the moldings have different bends, I decided to put the air intakes deep into the holes. For this purpose I cut off a small strip from the hood. Now the air ducts are right in their place. For their attachment I glued the studs in 4 corners. The air intakes will be attached to the hood with the mounting plates, which were made from the cut parts of the hood. Most likely, the details will be glued in with the sealant and the mounting plates will fix them. The air intakes also have ribs. While they are being 3D printed, I'll cut another hole in the hood. It's not good that the stiffening rib almost completely overlaps this hole. It'll have to be cut or reduced. Also, this part of the hood has become soft, so it needs to be reinforced. For this purpose I split the profile tube and reinforced the hood in this place with the help of those details. After welding those new details, I cut off the old stiffener bar. Now everything is okay and the stiffener bar is not visible. Then we need to make a frame for this hole in such a way so it can reach the drain under the windshield. Otherwise, all the water will rush onto the firewall and standard sound insulation. I temporarily glued PVC plastic right from the edge of the hood till the drain. I taped it and made a border, so that the resin couldn't drain onto the hood. Then I put on a few layers of fiberglass. After the detail had dried, I aligned its surface with polyester putty. This time I glued in the expanding nuts, as the studs won't allow the panel to be inserted into its place. The detail doesn't limit the airflow at all and it protects the firewall from moisture. Now I'll continue working on the air intakes. We need to stick the ribs in them. Before that, we need to remove those printing defects on the ribs and prime them. I'll glue the ribs through a special space plate, 8.2 mm thin. All the ribs were pasted evenly. It turns out that these places are also designed for air intakes. I always thought that there should be headlights or some sensors in this place, but according to the 3D model, that's their real purpose. For this reason, I'll just make the overlays and fit the body to them. Still, the headlights can always be inserted there if desired. The distance between the overlays and the surface is more than 1 centimeter, so I'll shorten it using fiberglass. Now everything can be covered with putty. I also glued the studs to attach the overlays. As a result, we've got an exact copy of the 3D model. I really like how everything looks. Thanks all of you for your attention. Put your thumbs up and see you in the next episode.